Hey everybody, it is Prince's Friend, and we are back with another awesome list for you guys. Today is going to be the top 5 guitar solos from Prince songs, and I am super excited about this list because there were so many great ones to choose from. With me, though, I'm not going to do this by myself. We don't do that here. I actually brought Mr. Ant of Mr. Ant's World of Prince. Go ahead and say hi.
Hi there. How you doing?
And if you guys haven't checked out Mr. Ant's channel, the link will be down in the description for you guys to check that out. He does a bunch of cool videos where he does reviews and he talks about his life. It's very similar to the stuff I do, but he does one thing I don't do, and he's actually going through and cataloging all of Prince's songs according to alphabet. So that's actually really cool, and he'll tell us a little bit more about that at the tail end of the video. We are here to talk about the guitar solos. So Prince is like a master guitarist. So we know that there's a lot of songs that he just destroys the guitar on.
Oh yeah.
The first thing that I kind of want to talk about, though, first is just to kind of define what our list is going to be about. I am going for straight guitar solos, and I'm looking for guitar solos that come into a song and enhance that song. So I am not looking at songs that are entirely guitar-centric, so not Guitar, not The Ride, Hard Rock Lover, because these songs are very centralized around the guitar, and there's like 4 different guitar solos in them. So those are not going to be on my list. I'm looking for songs that were awesome, and then Prince came on with a guitar solo and then just killed it after that and made that song even better. So that is my criteria for this list, and that is, I just want to let everybody know that up front. So Mr. Ant, what was your criteria when you were coming up with your top 5?
I was kind of say, yeah, very, very similar. I did look at all of those, guitar heavy tracks. Dreamer, one off Lotus Flower. This is just,
yes, that's an amazing guitar track, but
yeah,
exactly.
It's all guitar. It is all guitar, but I think one of that kind though might have crept into my list because
and that's cool.
It has the greatest guitar solo that I've ever heard Prince put on a release. So then the thing with Prince as well, I just would say quickly, is that with his guitar solos, it's scandalous that the best guitar solos he ever didn't always make it out onto record. They were live. What you'd see at a concert. So many times you get the record and you go, there'd be so many great guitar solos he does live, and then I wish it was on the record.
So that's cool. And with that in mind, I think me and Mr. Ant had actually had a discussion about our lists, and we don't know everything that's on each other's list, but we did come to a consensus that Let's Go Crazy is pretty much the number 1 song. Right? That's
yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah,
that's the song that it's rocking all the way through, and then it gets to the end, and then Prince just brings it home, Take Me Away, and just destroys it. So
absolutely.
That is basically going to be our number 1 choice, and I know we're spoiling it kind of up front here. But basically our lists are going to end up being our own personal top 5 minus Let's Go Crazy, because everybody agrees that song is amazing.
Absolutely. And Purple Rain.
And Purple Rain.
You've got to mention it, otherwise they're just going to kill us if you don't mention Purple Rain.
True. We should mention Purple Rain. So we're not mentioning Purple Rain either. Both of those are very iconic guitar solos that everybody who listens to Prince knows. They're ubiquitous at this point, so they don't even need to be on a list. They're just there. No. They're hovering over. But the other songs that we have here are actually really awesome. So let's get to it. So I will let you go first as the guest.
Yeah.
What is your number 5 choice?
My number 5 choice is the solo from Back Dance. Back Dance was my introduction to Prince. That's when I first got into his music. Back in '89, I was 15 and heard Back Dance on the radio, and I thought, what is this? It's just, you know, I was really looking forward to the Batman movie, you know, the Tim Burton film, and I was really heavily into everything Batman. And then Back Dance came on, and okay, I'd heard of Prince, but I wasn't a big fan at that time. I was a fan of Michael Jackson at the time. So yeah, anyway, so Back Dance comes on, and then it just goes into this crazy guitar solo, which you didn't often hear on the radio. It used to be edited.
Yes.
But, you know, but yeah, because I love
the Prince Forever ended up with the radio edit of Back Dance on it, and I remember listening to it. I'm like, where's the guitar solo? That's the worst edit ever.
So I bought the Batman album with my birthday money, because it was around my birthday, and then I got to Back Dance, and then you know, what? Oh my God,
that's a massive song too. That is a massive song.
Heavy guitar solo for Prince. A lot of his are quite, you know, melodic and clean and kind of, but that one is real. You know, it's almost dirty. You know, the sound of it. You know what I mean?
My number 5 pick is for Holy River. It was on disc 2. And this is kind of what you were saying, like a lot of his guitar solos end up being very melodic. And this is actually one of those where he, you know, it's a very like beautiful song, let's go down to the Holy River, and you know, he's singing it in his falsetto, and it's great, and it's rocking a little bit near the end, and then he just like comes in with that guitar solo, and it just like, oh, it's just so good. I think it enhances that song. And like, it made it basically one of my favorites off of Emancipation overall. And Emancipation has so many good songs on it. And I think without that guitar solo, it maybe wouldn't be on my favorites list of that album. But the guitar solo definitely brings it in there. Oh yeah,
it's a beautiful song, that one. And one of the things Prince with his guitar playing, especially those kind of solos, is he can get so much emotion out of the guitar. I always find. Like no one else I've known. It's just the way those notes, you know, I don't know. He could make his guitar cry. He really could.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
All right. So what is your number 4?
My number 4 is the solo from I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man. Again, this is another solo that just comes in. It's a real, you know, great upbeat song, considering the subject of the song.
Right.
It's amazing, but you know, how Prince can take subjects like that, but make it happy in a kind of way, and make it, you know, a joyful song, even though, you know. But this solo is just incredible. It comes in and it just soars, you know. You know, you hear it. You think of Prince at the Sign of the Times video when he's sort of rocking, playing it. You know, he's got this. Just...
Yeah. My favorite part is actually like after it's done with the whole thing. And then it kind of breaks down a little bit,
yes.
You know, and it goes, you know, and they kind of like, and it's like kind of like a cool kind of guitar part of the solo, and then it launches back into the song. So like the actual solo for me is almost secondary to the latter half of the solo.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It goes on for like 4 minutes from the start of it to that bit. You know, it's just amazing.
It's a long one.
Yeah, it is a long one, but I just love that bit, and I'm actually learning to play that one at the moment on guitar as well. So yeah, that's my number 4. What about you? Oh yeah,
my number 4 is Bambi. that is actually one of those songs that was, pretty much guitar centric the whole time. But even the was like, that was like a really interesting guitar riff, and I think it was something that nobody had ever really heard even at that time, because that was 1979. But then when it gets into the guitar solo at the tail end, it throws away the riff that we had been hearing the whole song and kind of goes into a whole brand new groove. And it's just, it's just so good. And it just like brings like a whole like other level to the song. Again, it's just like that's what I'm looking for when I'm listening to Prince guitar songs, and like I'm waiting for the guitar to come in and just like wreck that song. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the version on the Undertaker is just incredible.
Exactly. Which coincidentally is going to be the review this week. So yay. So cool. What's your number 3?
Number 3 is one you've already picked, The Holy River.
Higher on the list for you then?
Well, the song is quite personal for me because it reminds me of when I got engaged to my wife, because I played that song as I proposed, and I waited.
That's so cool.
And I waited for the part when I called my girl, told her I had something to give her, that part. I asked her to marry me, she did. So I thought, right, I waited
yes
to that
and cried.
point.
Yep.
Exactly. So I waited to that point, and then I got down on one knee, popped the question. It was just so happened at that exact point someone let off some fireworks outside, total by accident. But
oh my gosh, that's amazing. That
I found this.
The universe was behind you there, totally.
I know. And she's looking at me going like, I planned this. But again, like I said earlier, it's really emotional. That solo, like I said, the feeling that he can convey through his guitar. And that's one of those solos, a little bit like Purple Rain does at the end of Purple Rain. You only have to hear those notes. Old hairs go up in the back of the neck, all that kind of stuff. And it's, simple few notes. It's nothing intricate. And the Holy River is definitely like that for me, that solo. It's like you said, it's just beautiful solo, and it lifts the song completely. So to another level. So, and it's definitely one of my top 3 tracks off of Emancipation.
Yeah, apparently it's your number 3. So
it is my number 3 in guitar solos, and that was hard to pick. I'm telling you,
there are a ton of them, and I'm seeing that there's some crossover in our lists here already.
Yes.
Which is interesting, but we're kind of putting them at different levels, which I think that shows like how good some of the, like, even if it's at a different level for you than it is for me, like these solos really do like stand up, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So my number 3 choice is Wall of Berlin. And it's one of those like secret attack songs, because when you're listening to this one's from Lotus Flower. When you're listening to Lotus Flower, there's so much amazing guitar work on there, from Dreamer to Crimson and Clover, and so much. And then when you get to Wall of Berlin, it's kind of a groovy kind of guitar for the main part of the song. And then when it gets to the solo, it turns almost punk. It speeds up and it just goes crazy, and it's so good. And that's why, like, that was one of those that I was just like, you get it, Prince. Like, that's way up on my list, just because first off, it's very different than the guitar solos that he normally does. A lot of the time, guitar solos that have long, strung out notes. And and they're very like emotional, and they're trying to convey like epicness. And this was actually more, like I said, like more punk. It felt like Sid Vicious, it it felt like he was coming at it from a completely different angle than he normally does with his guitar solos. So, but yeah, that's my number 3.
Solo. That is an awesome solo. Yeah, that's a great choice.
So what's your number 2 here?
It is A Question of You from Graffiti Bridge. I love the solo on this song. It's haunting. It's just otherworldly. It's just there's something really magical about the solo in this, and I love when he does those when it goes. You know, he has just a way of playing like that. There's similar kind of solo in Hard Rock Lover, I think, like that.
Oh yeah,
you know, he has a way of doing it, and it just. Oh, it's just amazing.
And Question of You is actually pretty, it's kind of similar to I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man, where the guitar solo is kind of built around kind of playing around with the keyboard and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I had to have that bit.
I think you do it better than me.
It's just a great solo. I just love that. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Yeah. It's just...
No Graffiti Bridge songs on that list.
Not that bit.
My number 2 is actually While My Guitar Gently Weeps. This was, we kind of had a rule against like no live stuff, but my qualifier on this one is that it's very widely known. Everybody's seen it. It's readily available on YouTube. So yes, I'm allowing it. This is a one-time thing. It's one of those. It's one of those songs that, like, first off, I love George Harrison and I love the Beatles. So it was an amazing song already. But, you know, George Harrison's guitar skills were never really the best. You know, I mean, he was good, but he just wasn't amazing. And I remember watching Tom Petty and the rest of like the Traveling Wilburys on stage, and also George Harrison's son was on stage, and everybody was doing it. And I was just like, this is awesome. And I remember when I watched the video, like, I didn't even know Prince was going to be on it. I was just watching it because I like While My Guitar Gently Weeps. So Prince like just comes on at the end, and I was like, whoa, Prince is there, and he just like destroyed the stage. And the best part about his whole solo is George Harrison's son. Like, you could tell he was like in the back, and just like he was having such a fun time watching him play guitar.
The look on his face.
Oh my god. But I mean, he did the whole guitar, and then he just threw it up into the air, and then like it disappeared, and it was like, wait, where did the guitar go?
It's still up there. It's still up there somewhere. It just went, and then he did that when he does that strut when he just walks off. Like, I know I'm the best,
and then he just leaves, and it's just like,
and he just leaves.
He always had that amazing swagger whenever he was doing anything. Like, just like, I killed it. I'm done. I'm leaving. He didn't stay to say hi or greet anybody. It was just amazing.
He's gone. Yeah, it's just incredible. That is iconic, incredible performance. I can't take that one away from you. You know, you got to have that. You know?
I mean, it's like, you just have to. It has to be on here. So, what are your honorable mentions here? What are some of the other ones that didn't make the cut, but almost made the cut?
Almost made the cut. Oh, well, I did think about Dreamer, but from Lotus Flower. Said it, you know, it's quite a long guitar track, so that was close. Fury. good guitar solo.
Yes.
Fury.
That's a good one too. Yeah.
That's a good one. You know, how long have you got? One more, man. Live for Love from Diamonds and Pearls.
Ooh, that is a good one. I actually recently did the review for that one, and I was reminded at how good that guitar solo is in that song.
It is awesome, and it just gets higher and higher and more, you know, wow, 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 you know.
Exactly. My honorable mentions are Morning Papers. That one was a really good one. So yeah,
cool.
I think that's really awesome. So let's get into it then. What is your number one?
Bending the rules slightly. My favorite one is Joy in Repetition Live from the One Night Alone.
Doesn't really break it because One Night Alone is a CD that you can buy, and it's not like some special, like it's its own thing, so that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this is an 11-minute version of the song. It's the first track on the After Show CD. Now, admittedly, it does have 2 long guitar solos, but the first one is mind-blowing. But the second one is just the most incredible solo I've ever heard Prince play. It's just ridiculous. It just keeps going, and it gets to a point. Larry Graham's on the bass, and the bass is kind of ding, 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 like that. And Prince goes, "No, this is too loud," and he whips the guitar up even louder when you're listening to it. And it gets to this point where it just goes. But 3 minutes later, you can have a shave.
That's the joint repetition, right?
Oh,
repeating.
Exactly. And then he comes out of this really long bit, and then he hits these ridiculous high notes, all over the fretboard, up the scales. It's just unbelievable. It makes your ears bleed. It's just.
Well, I mean, Enjoy Repetition is already one of my favorite songs. And I actually do like the guitar solo from the album itself.
It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. It just keeps going and going and going, and you think this is going to end in a minute. No, I'll keep going. You know, just wow. It's one of those times when they did capture it, what he does live, and released it. And, this is what the dude does every time he hits a stage, man. It's like, you know.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Number one time.
So my number one is actually your number 5. My number one is Bat Dance.
Really?
Yes. And honestly, it's always been a favorite guitar solo of mine. But when the video started being put onto YouTube again, when they got to Bat Dance, I put it on, and I think I've watched it at least 2 to 3 times a day since it's been on there, just because it's such a good track. And that guitar solo, like, I don't even understand why anybody would listen to it without the guitar solo, because it makes the freaking song.
Absolutely.
And like on top of that, like I've put it on, and while I'm listening to it, my 1.5-year-old Evan, he has actually grown to love the song. So whenever it's being played, like he'll like be dancing and stuff like that. I mean, it's like, it is one of those tracks that like is amazing, but separated from the track itself, the guitar solo is amazing. And in it's one way at the beginning, you know, and then at the end it starts kind of going and it just starts going kind of crazy and then ends abruptly, and it just fits like so well with the kind of scatterbrained approach to the track itself anyway. It's just such a good track, and I was excited when you had it on your list as well, because I think it does deserve double mention. Because it's so good.
It is.
But then it gets into the you know, We Got Power, We Got Soul, which I have some like old demo tracks of him recording that as its own song, which it's pretty interesting to hear that and then know that it was then kind of pieced together and incorporated into Bat Dance along with a bunch of other songs. But like We Got Power, We Got Soul was its own song at one point. That's a little bit of Prince trivia for people who don't know. But no, you know what? These were two pretty amazing lists, and I'm excited to see that Holy River and Bat Dance both got double mentions, because again, if you guys, Bat Dance is actually really easily available on YouTube. Just go watch it. But if you guys get the chance to hear the Holy River guitar solo and just the song in general, but the Holy River is just such a good song. Great guitar solo at the end of the song. You guys will give yourself a treat if you get to go listen to that one. So thank you, first off, Mr. Ant, for being here and being part of this amazing list.
Thanks for inviting me.
Definitely. Tell the people a little bit about your channel and what can they expect when they come to your channel.
Okay, so it's Mr. Ant's World of Prince, and I've been doing Prince videos for about a year now. Literally, just after Prince passed, I felt compelled to start sharing my love of Prince, just to share what he meant to me personally, really. That's how it started, with a tribute video, and since then it's kind of just grown, and I've done various different videos, like reviews of some live things I've been to, the MPG, Eden Nielsen. I've done kind of like event videos, like anniversary for the 21 Nights in London, where I got a lot of people, UK Purple Army involved and stuff like that, to be on the video. And at the moment, as you say earlier, I'm on this mad journey of A to Z. I had this idea of, let's visualize Prince's career from A to Z, with music, video, and and just go on this incredible journey, which is what I'm doing at the moment. So really enjoying those videos,
some of those videos are longer than others, because he had the propensity to start with, I think Jay is actually a pretty long one. There's a lot of songs that start with Jay.
Oh boy, Well, the last two are probably some of the shortest. K, which just came up yesterday.
It was like Kiss, right? Like
there's like Katrina's Paper Dolls, Kiss, and Kama Sutra album, and Kept Woman that he wrote for Bria Valente, whatever, on Elixir album.
Yes.
So, in fact, the next one, L, there is a lot in L, I'm telling you now. Oh dear.
Oh yeah, Love Thy Will Be Done,
Love to the Nines,
Love to the Nines,
Lyrical Bet, Let's Pretend We're Married, Lady Cab Driver.
oh god, there's just a bunch on 1999. Jeez.
The whole Love Sexy album, Lotus Flower album. I'm gonna be busy. No, I understand. So that's what you can expect when you come to my channel. As I say, it's just sharing the legacy, keeping it alive, sharing my love of Prince, and that's what it's all about, and that's what I do, and I just do it from my pure love of the Prince and what he meant to me.
Exactly. Well, I mean, that's why I like your channel, and I'm subbed to your channel. But seriously, everybody, he does good work, and he is yet another piece of the puzzle of our Prince community here on YouTube. That is, we're trying hard to keep, Prince's legacy alive and everything. So I think he said it great, and we were all after he died kind of motivated to do the same thing, and I love the fact that we're all expressing ourselves in different ways.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more.
So with that, we're gonna go ahead and say that this video is done. So don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel as well as Mr. Ant's channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and all the other social media stuff, and may live to see the dawn.
Keep it purple.